Everyone have a nice holiday? Good. It was good. It was good. Are y'all ready? Okay. Before we get into some of our regular updates, today I'd like to start with a significant development that's been made in a homicide case that's remained unsolved for many years. On May 23rd, 2019, District 3 officers responded to a call for police help just before 5 a.m. in the 3200 block of Hartford. This is in the rear parking lot of a high school. When officers arrived on scene, they found a 16-year-old girl, Christina Curry, who had been shot. She died on the scene. Since that early morning, our homicide detectives have never stopped seeking justice. Since our investigation, that led us to a potential suspect. Yesterday, 26-year-old Marquise Quinn was taken into custody by homicide detectives along with our SWAT team and our intelligence division. Earlier today, the Circuit Attorney's Office under Gabe Gore's leadership charged a suspect, 26-year-old Marquise Quinn, with first-degree murder. Every homicide victim matters, and every family deserves closure and justice. This arrest demonstrates our department's commitment to never forgetting any case or any victim, no matter how much time has passed. Our homicide detectives worked tirelessly on this case, following leads and re-examining evidence over the years. We know the pain that unsolved cases bring families and neighborhoods, and today's arrest proves that persistence pays off and that justice is possible even years later. With that being said, the case remains open and still active. With charges being issued, we can't go into any additional details beyond what's in the probable cause statement. I would encourage you guys to check the probable cause statement for more. Avita is working on sending a mugshot out to you guys right now, and you guys should, at least your newsroom should have it within the next hour or so. But we've got word that first-degree murder charges have been issued. You guys have been asking a little bit.
Could I ask you something? Can you spell the victim's name because it wasn't in the probable cause statement?
It is in the probable cause statement. That is what, yeah, because he's a defendant. It's M-A-R.
No, I mean the victim's name.
Oh, the victim's name. Christina, K-R-I-S-T-I-N-A, Curry, C-U-R-R-Y.
Was she a student at Roosevelt? Right there.
I'm not sure. You'd have to check the probable cause statement. I don't want to go into, just because this was a cold case, which, by the way, this is the second cold case in less than a month that our detectives have announced charges on, and that is great, especially under the leadership of Lieutenant John Blaskowitz. But I don't want to go into a lot of the details beyond the probable cause statement, so I'll let the probable cause statement read for itself. And then we'll get to questions here in a minute. I do want to update you guys. Some of you guys have been asking about a shooting call that occurred last night in the St. Louis Hills neighborhood. Let me walk you through what we know about this, because this is road rage. So District 2 officers last night around 7 o'clock, they get a call for shots fired in the area of Hampton and Gravois. A witness stated they observed two motorists possibly arguing. She heard yelling, and then she heard shots fired. Shortly after, St. Louis 911 received a call from a 47-year-old man stating that he was shot in his wrist during an apparent road rage incident with another vehicle, another driver. That 47-year-old is stable. Shortly after that, St. Louis 911 received a call from the other driver that was involved in this, stating that he was just involved in road rage and that he had fired shots and that he was in an apparent exchange of gunfire with this other person. Officers responded to his location. Both of the people went home. We have detained one person. A firearm has been seized, and our investigation remains ongoing.
Can you say which of the two people?
Not the shooting victim.
Okay.
Yeah, the other driver that called 911 saying he fired the shot was taken into custody.
And also, is the shooting victim hospitalized? Is he out of hospital?
It's my understanding it was a very minor wound. Yeah, but he was stable. He was taken to the hospital for evaluation. But we are investigating that as an apparent act of road rage.
He was not admitted to the hospital, to clarify.
I think he was admitted. I don't know if he's still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I then now want to update you on another case. I went to the scene last night of this, and again, this is another act of gun violence that we're investigating. We're trying to put the pieces together right now to this. But last night, around 8:45, District 5 officers got a call for a shooting in the 5500 block of Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. When they arrived on scene, they located a mother and her 1-year-old who had been injured by gunfire. The 1-year-old was injured by gunfire. The 1-year-old had a gunshot wound to her arm. The 25-year-old woman told officers that she, her daughter, and the father, a 25-year-old man, were inside their residence in the 1500 block of Clara when the 1-year-old was shot. The mother reported that she was cooking when the incident occurred. The father, who was located at the residence, claims that an unknown subject fired a weapon from outside the residence. It's unknown why the mother responded to the gas station to contact police. It is worth noting that the father, as of last night, was not cooperating with investigators. EMS responded and transported the 1-year-old to the hospital. She is stable. The 25-year-old was taken into custody, the father, on unrelated charges after we started running his name. The investigation into this remains ongoing, including the validity of these claims being made by everyone involved. So there's a lot of work to do to figure out exactly what happened in that home and ultimately what led up to gunfire. Those are some of the prepared updates that I have for you this afternoon.
Do you know, did the shooting happen at the Arlington Grove apartment?
It's my understanding that it was an apartment that the family was in and that they went across the street for help after the shooting.
And how,
Sorry, go ahead.
how is the 1-year-old doing? I know you said an update, she's stable.
It's my understanding that she is stable. She was taken to the hospital last night. It was actually unclear last night whether she was in fact shot or if she was hit by flying glass. It was in fact a gunshot wound, which was a little bit of the delay of us getting some of the information out last night. But it's my understanding that she is doing well and is on her way to recovery.
What updates do you have on the fatal motorcycle?
Yeah, so this was something that I also went to last night on my way home. So last night, accident reconstruction investigators were called to a fatal crash on September 1st. This was at Gravois in South Compton. Nathan, I know you've been doing a lot of stories about Gravois. A preliminary investigation, along with a review of our real-time crime center cameras, revealed that a 19-year-old man was running southbound across Gravois around 9:50. At that time, a motorcycle was traveling westbound on Gravois with a green light. The 19-year-old male and the motorcycle collided, causing the motorcycle to veer into the eastbound lanes on Gravois. That motorcycle then slid into the truck that you see at the scene, which was stopped in that turning lane on Gravois. The driver of the motorcycle died at the scene. The 19-year-old was taken to the hospital with major injuries. They are considered serious, but non-life-threatening. The driver of the truck was not injured. Our accident reconstruction investigators are looking at that scene now. They're doing forensic reviews, and they're looking at the real-time crime center camera videos.
The city has made a lot of improvements to gravel to try to make it easier
Sure.
for pedestrians to get across. That is an intersection with 3 different streets coming together. Is that a concern for police, that the safety of that corridor and those kind of crisscrossing streets that hit gravelly like that?
Yeah, I can tell you that we at the police department, we're constantly looking at traffic crash data and looking at the statistics, very similar to how we do our CommStat reports. And then we'll share that data with the city of St. Louis and any other officials, including the state, when it comes to how roads may need to be reevaluated. But the crash itself remains under investigation. This was somebody that appears that was running, jogging across the street when this collision occurred.
With the 2019 cold case, what new evidence did you guys come across that allowed you to make an arrest?
We're not going to get into the details of that evidence or what evidence exists. What I can tell you is that there are details in the probable cause statement that help paint a picture to what investigators were working with, and then ultimately what the circuit attorney ended up charging on first-degree murder.
And is the police department doing anything different with these cold cases? I mean, this is the second one in a couple of weeks that has resulted in an arrest. Are you guys taking a fresh look at anything?
We're looking every day. We're taking a look at some of these cold cases and reevaluating the evidence we have while working closely with the circuit attorney's office. I can tell you that naturally, as we get fewer homicides, when there are fewer homicides occurring, it frees up our detectives a little bit more. And so our detectives are able to go back and reevaluate maybe more frequently when there are fewer homicides occurring.
So the drop in homicides kind of allows your detectives more time to look at cold cases then?
Yes, while working with some of our cold case detectives, yes.
This person that was arrested, you mentioned the SWAT team was involved in giving these details. I mean, is that just precautionary or was he resistant?
Well, he is accused of killing a 16-year-old girl. So, I mean, at the end, yeah, I mean, any time that we have a suspect that is being arrested on very violent charges, and in particular search warrants that are being executed, things like that, we will utilize our SWAT team, which has a great level of experience in doing this.
With the 1-year-old shot, what unrelated charges was the father taken into custody for?
I'm not getting into that.
We're also following up with the homicide of Marcus yesterday. People reached out to us about possibly connection to the gas station nearby, or concerned about some issues ongoing at that gas station. Is that something police are looking at?
I'm not aware of the gas station being involved. I'm not aware of that. Our homicide detectives are taking a look at all possibilities, but I don't know at this point if the gas station's directly involved.
Anything new on that case?
I can tell you that there are people out in our community that know what happened and are aware of the circumstances surrounding that shooting, and that we will do everything we can, whether it is tomorrow or the next week, or in some of these cases a couple of years down the road. We're gonna work on seeking justice, and I will let you know that whether it be this case on Marcus or Sean in this cold case, community cooperation is key. And so when the community helps us, it does help the police bring killers to justice. And so whenever there is community cooperation, that plays a critical role in the success of a case and ultimately affecting an arrest.
Did someone come forward in the cold case?
You should read the probable cause statement.
With the 1-year-old shot, was the father not cooperating with police after he was taken into custody, or?
I can tell you from the scene last night, the father was not cooperating with investigators.
But that's after he's made those claims that somebody shot into the apartment.
That's my understanding.
And we noticed, 2 bullet holes at the apartment on their window. One, just from looking at it, looks like it came from inside. The other one looks like it came from outside.
Look at Megan playing in crime scene investigator.
Well, I was just curious if you guys knew how many shots were fired, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how many shots were fired. Whether, and please keep in mind, I think that there are still parts of this investigation that detectives are working to determine. So they're looking to determine and confirm statements. That is difficult to do when people are not cooperating with an investigation. So when you are trying to determine if a shot was fired from inside or outside, that'll be part of what our crime scene and in-crime lab technicians will do.
And we've heard from a neighbor who lives next door to the family, and they said that, they heard the shooting. They heard the argument with the father. The father went back inside, and then a shot was fired. The mother was screaming that her baby was shot, and then the father admitted to the neighbors that it was an accident. His gun went off accidentally, and he shot his baby. Can you confirm any of that?
Well, I'd love to hire you at the SLMPD. If only people would cooperate with investigators, right? I can tell you, and that goes back to what we shared this morning in our summary, we are looking at every possibility when it comes to this shooting to determine if it is criminal or accidental in nature. And we have some of the best detectives in this city working on this case right now, and they will get to the bottom of exactly who pulled the trigger. And it doesn't pay not to cooperate with police, especially when a 1-year-old is involved. These are people that are most vulnerable in society and in our community, and it's sickening when you don't have people who want to help make sure that our communities are safe, even for our youngest. And so we'll get to the bottom of it.
Do you know if any other children were inside?
I don't believe so.
And then I wanted to ask about the North Euclid double shooting that happened on August 29th. Do you know the condition of the passenger who was shot and is still in the hospital?
I don't. If you send an email, we can look into it, though.
Okay.
Does the National Guard come into St. Louis?
You would have to ask the White House.
Are you able to say anything else about the Board of Police Commissioners meeting being canceled?
I'd have to refer you to the board attorney.
One minor question about the parent road rage.
You've been awfully quiet today, Mark.
Well, no, just the question, maybe you said it and I didn't take it down, but one guy was 47 years old, a guy, and then, do you have the age of the other person?
I don't,
Oh, okay, you can say that.
but I can have Sean get it for you.
And did you say that the person who apparently fired the shot is in custody, or what did you say?
Detained.
Detained, so he
Yeah.
has not been charged at this point, may not, you just don't know.
Our detectives have been working it, and I can see if there's any updates this afternoon for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Nothing? Megan?
I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you, guys.